welcome to the Mashed Bananas podcast. And today, we don't know what we're gonna discuss, but we're gonna talk about something because we're just chilling right now.
Tonight's the night of just shooting the shit, then I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Gonna pop my beer.
I've popped a Waterloo sparkling water, lemon lime, very fancy water.
See what happened. I popped it a little too much in excitement.
Ooh, that does not look good for your mouth.
Friday night beer.
That could look like you could slice your mouth off.
I just hope I don't get no glass in my mouth.
Nope. Well, it's the hazard of...
So let's do this. Like, I'm going to pour me a beer like how they pour in advertisements.
Oh, yeah? It's looking pretty good. Look at that.
In a coffee cup.
That's just an incredible
Because I couldn't find the glasses to it.
No, hey, it's the beer's what counts, right?
Yeah, it's a Friday. It's my cheat day. It's your cheat day.
Yep.
And we got some very good beer. We got Mars's Moon.
Well, I'm sticking with the Waterloo. Very fancy, overpriced lemon lime, sparkling water.
Waterloo. Can you believe that? This woman is so health conscious she won't drink.
No, it's a longer story for a different Friday.
Well, anyway, I'm going to have some coffee beer.
All right, well, enjoy your coffee beer.
Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers to you guys. And no, we're not drunk. We're just excited. I'm excited because of my beer. I even sang a song for it.
Yeah, the song was incredible. Y'all missed it. Too bad.
Yeah.
You didn't turn the mic on before that. That would have been good, but, maybe at the end you'll sing it again.
This is heavenly.
Good.
Beer.
Maybe
wave.
You're starting a new trend, a coffee mug or coffee cup with beer in it. That might just be the new rage,
And some guns to go with the beer.
Looking good. Looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is a little hazard, this beer breaking off. I mean, that could have been dangerous.
Sometimes it happens with, my kata. Well, I'm also bidding on some auctions, guys. So
this is,
keep an eye on, my shit that I gotta take care of.
One of the things they talk about, people who are really loyal to their brands. Well, this guy is really loyal to this auction house.
Yeah.
It's called Nellis, and if you've never heard of Nellis, you need to tune in because Sonu will tell you a lot more about it. But almost every day he goes on and he bids something.
We can tell him a lot about the supply chain that happens with the Nellis.
We could, but I don't know if they care about the supply chain. I think you need to talk about the instantaneous satisfaction that you get after placing a winning bid.
Well, when you buy something for $200, when something retails for $200, and you buy it for $20, real shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a feeling of an amazing satisfaction, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell these guys what Nellis is all about? I mean, you always tell us all,
All right, so let me tell you something about this place called Nellis, all right? It's a huge warehouse where they sell products that have been returned from Amazon, Best Buy, Target, Ashley. You can practically get everything, even underwear, over there.
Although I don't think that's been returned, but
Yeah, all the way from barn doors to underwears, you can get it in Nellis. And I've bought some stuff. I'm going to show you guys maybe some other time. But stuff that's worth hundreds of dollars, I've got them for $20, $30 based on my bid patterns. And I'm kind of bidding right now. Shit, I missed it.
What'd you miss out on?
The Wall Charmers, gold and white, long skull horn. Well, anyway, I'm not sad because there's gonna be another one that's gonna relist, which is gonna be on my watch list. Well, I can't miss this because gotta get this from my aunt.
Yeah.
It's a surprise birthday gift.
Yeah, he's always thoughtful about the birthday gifts. Little do they know, that you basically probably spend $3 or $4 on this thing. But,
Hopefully, if it's under 10, I'll take it. But it retails for almost $50 after the markup.
Exactly. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
And these are not like, it doesn't seem to me, I mean, maybe it is for you, but it doesn't seem like this is just random stuff. This is stuff you want, right? And you're just going on and...
I'm not one of those impulsive buyers.
Yeah.
There's shit I need.
Right.
But because it's expensive, I haven't been going to Amazon or
Right.
Ashley's or, these expensive, although they say it's cheaper, e-commerce. If I can get it for way cheaper than that, I'll take it.
And that's also like, it doesn't seem like these are products, they may be used in the sense they've been taken out of the box, but it's not like they've been used, someone's used the blender and
so most of these on Nellis will say used, only because they're being returned.
Right, but never used.
They can't verify why it was returned.
Right.
But when it comes to Nellis, they basically verify it, they test it out. And they specify it's tested or untested. If it's broken, they will tell you it's broken, it's got missing parts.
Yeah.
I probably will not take it. But I basically look at the stuff that is used, returned, in good condition, verified.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're saving a lot of money, too.
Most of the stuff that I got you was all from Amazon. Your blender cost me
not
like what?
Not Amazon, right? No, Nellis.
Nellis, yeah, but it's Amazon.
Oh,
it's
Amazon original. Oh, yeah. So we could have gone on Amazon and gotten it there, but better to go on Nellis because we saved a ton of money.
Your blender was about $35. I got it for $11.
Yeah.
And that picture frame was about $160.
Yeah.
Oh, forget about that. Remember the electronic toothbrush?
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it was expensive, that toothbrush originally.
It was about $160 retail.
I mean, who wants
Not
to
even
spend
the
that much?
markup.
I mean, who wants to spend that much on a toothbrush? What'd you get it for?
$23.
I mean, how'd that make you feel?
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Remember the mirror that I got?
Oh, I think I remember you showing.
The 32 by 48 mirror?
Yeah.
Retails $200. I got it for $27.
I mean, just doing the math in my head, like the savings is incredible, right? And like I said, it's not like you're just buying stuff you don't want or need, I should say. It's stuff that you do want or do need.
Exactly.
And then, you go on there with a mission and it seems you're pretty self-controlled too. Like you don't just buy just to keep buying. You set a cap, right? And if you don't hit it.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that's, let's say if something retails for 50, 60.
Yeah.
If it's under 10, I'll bid on it. I'll take it.
But, I think you were telling me one time about this, that sometimes it doesn't seem like people are that smart about the bidding strategy. Like, you were telling me about some iPod thing.
I've done auctions most of my life.
Or AirPods, I think I should say. Yeah,
because I've done auctions.
Yeah.
Because I used to run auctions for most of my clients.
Well, that's pretty interesting, yeah.
All right. So my strategy for auctions is I just put it in my watch list. I don't start bidding on it until the last 20 seconds, so I can get bid extensions, and I can get it for a price that is within my threshold.
Okay. Oh.
You remember some of those idiots I showed you?
Yeah, I mean...
There was AirPods? Yeah, you were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Right. Those AirPods were about $140 retail. They went on bidding for it for about $180.
I mean, like, what were they trying to do? Joe's just trying to win, or it's just kind of crazy?
I have no idea. It's maybe a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah,
like,
why would you buy something
who would bid more than the retail price?
On a returned item?
I hope the person who did that isn't listening to this podcast.
Well, I hope he's listening. Come on, man. You need some sense.
Maybe, yeah. He's just like thinking about it.
It's like, this phone cost me $1,000, but I'll still pay $1,500 for it.
What a brilliant idea,
Yeah, exactly.
But there seems like there probably are people out there that just want to win no matter what, right?
Maybe he's got a lot of money. Who knows?
Maybe, or I don't know.
He's probably like, hey, got my dad's money. You know what I'm going to do? Just blow it.
And I want to win to win. Yeah. So what's the coolest thing you've ever bought on Nellis?
The coolest thing... Man, I got so many cool things. Like, I got that electronic toothbrush. I got a shaver.
You did? Yeah?
Yeah. You know how much I paid for a shaver?
$20. I have no idea.
It was a Panasonic shaver that was going for about $50. I got it for about $7.
$7?
Yeah.
Wow. And they're
With the warranty.
And so these are brand named too. This is not like some fly-by-night kind of shaver.
It's not some Chinese product that's coming in. It's not even it's. Sometimes I can get shit cheaper than Temu.
Really?
Branded stuff. This is not even stuff that I'm talking about, like some Chinese weird name, John Smith brand. Like, you know, these are like real.
These are real deal stuff. Yeah. Wow. So when you tell people about Nellis, what's their reaction? Like, do they think it's cool, or they just not? They're like, oh, we already got Amazon, therefore we don't want to deal with this.
Because they usually tell me, oh, we did eBay. We know what eBay is. I mean, dude, this is not eBay. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
eBay is a forward auction.
Yeah.
This is a forward auction. Mm-hmm. But it starts at $1 or less.
Yeah.
The auction kicks off at that. Because I'll tell you how the supply chain works, right? Most of these companies have a lot of these in-stock items that are sitting on the shelf that they got to make way for because there's newer items coming in. Mm-hmm. Now, there's no buyers for these products. Mm-hmm. But they got to get rid of it.
Okay.
So they basically have a clearance, a big sale. Sometimes stuff doesn't sell. Mm-hmm. So these companies can get a tax benefit and a rebate by dumping it into Nellis. Nellis is more like a dumping ground for branded products, good products, right? When I say dumping, it's not bad shit. It's good stuff. Mm-hmm. Nellis will use these products, put it on auction because they don't need it.
Right.
But they will take a percentage of that money that goes into it. So they're making money selling items that they're holding, which is like a rent.
Oh.
The space.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm.
Right? So a lot of these companies like Ashley's, Ikea's, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Amazon returns, or any other returns that you see out there. Mm-hmm. Or some of these items are unclaimed, like someone never claims them.
Okay, got you. Mm-hmm.
Some of them sit in Amazon lockers, no one claims them. Mm. So it goes back. Mm. The buyer doesn't want it. Mm-hmm. What's he gonna do? He's gotta stock it again. Mm-hmm. So it goes down to Nellis. Mm. And when you go to an Amazon warehouse, they have all these items that are just sitting there that no one has. It either didn't go out, either got canceled, and the buyer doesn't want it now. It's too much to ship it back to the buyer. He's okay with taking a loss for it. Mm-hmm. He's like, do whatever you want with it. I don't want it back.
Yeah, yeah.
So you take all these items, dump it in Nellis. But now, me as a normal person who's not in the warehousing or inventory management or anything, I got like my own mom and pop shop. Mm-hmm. But I don't need these items. What do? I just auction it on Nellis. Mm-hmm. I make some money out of it. Mm-hmm. Nellis makes some money out of it. But it benefits somebody who actually needs it.
Yeah. Well, the one thing you told me that I still think is interesting, though, about their business model, it seems, is that they don't have, like, distribution locations in every place. So
there is no distribution. You place a bid.
Right.
They hold it for you.
Right. But there has to be a physical place to hold the merchandise.
Right. So that's their warehouse.
Right.
They give you an appointment.
Yeah.
You got to be there on the appointment date to collect the items.
Right.
And it's so easy. Like, you drive in, you park, they come to you, they ask you for your phone number, they get you the items, you're out of your way. The entire transaction takes less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I live in Houston. I live in a part that isn't close to that warehouse. I mean, so I have to be thoughtful about what I buy.
You don't have to.
No.
If you're look.
How's that work?
I'll tell you. Let's say you're buying items worth $300, but you paid $30 for it. Mm-hmm.
It's worth it.
It's worth making the drive to go get it.
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to say is it kind of depends on, like, you're not going to go there.
Sometimes I just
for a $5 item.
Yeah, like sometimes I bid for a week.
Yeah.
I accumulate all my items in my cart.
Oh, that's a smart idea.
And then I pay for it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because when I pay for it, I can set up the appointment date, and I know I can go collect it at that time.
Yeah, so you've got like your own little system about making
Yeah, I
it
got my own
efficient.
system, and I become an errand boy for all my other friends who really
Oh,
want me
really?
to go pick it
Oh,
up.
I didn't know you had other friends that like you've converted everybody.
I didn't convert. They basically told me, "Hey, where'd you get this? How much you pay for it?" And I was like, $10. They're like, what? $10. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the name of that toothbrush now.
What was it?
Oral-B IO.
Oh, okay. So if you want an Oral-B IO, Nellis might be your place.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, like I started off by saying,
There are so many of these auction houses that are out there in the U.S. People just don't know them. Like, I got to know it through a friend. But even if that friend didn't tell me, I would still research shit to find out because I was researching auction houses.
Okay.
That's when I had a conversation with him.
Okay.
That's when he told me about it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but there seems like a lot of like positive word of mouth, on this Nellis thing. I mean, it seems like everybody who's gone and done it have really had a positive experience. So.
Totally. All right, I totally forgot. What were we talking about?
Well, we were starting to talk about just a lot of things, but I think we were going to talk about fitness.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about fitness, and then we started talking about Nellis.
Yeah, but hey,
It's the
Friday
beer.
night.
It's
the
the
beer.
beer, yeah.
I don't know if like drinking beer and having this whole collection of
First off, this is not a serious podcast. It's the chill.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
Friday night chiller.
Right. Well, I'm just saying that fitness can be a serious topic, but one of the things that I was talking about a lot lately is how people tend to make excuses with fitness as they age, and a lot of times like there's all this hype about what you need to do. And I mean, like as a woman over 50, like there's this kind of this thing like, women, you can't never lose weight, you can never get in shape, blah, blah, blah. There's 10 million ads that get targeted to me every day on social media about the latest and greatest. So I just kind of want to know, like, how is one supposed to figure all that crap out? And is it real? Does any of this stuff work?
What we as humanity or humans have forgotten is to understand our own body. Right? It's trial and error. The hardest part is not going to the gym and working out and being dedicated to the gym, because that's what the media, the news, these influencers want you to believe. The hardest part is the food that you put in your mouth. 70% of your entire workout, your conditioning, your health starts in the kitchen, not in the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to be jacked.
Yeah.
And shit like that. You got to be healthy. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You got to be able to enjoy food, drinks in moderation. Because they use this word moderation a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a word that's thrown out there, moderation.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, think about it.
Yeah. But I also think there are too many times when there's just the latest food fad and then people talk about all you need to do is get the food right. So the no carb, the low carb, the Atkins diet, the keto diet, the this diet,
Good point. What are all these guys targeting? Actually, what are all these influencers and all these advertising, what are they targeting?
I mean, they're targeting, you know better than me, but it's the nutritional part.
No.
No? So what is it?
They're targeting your pocket.
Oh, well, that's a hold up. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to come up with some bullshit plan, meal plan.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm going to justify why that meal plan is good for you. But if you pay me,
that's true. That's true.
I'm going to give you that meal plan.
Yeah.
It's very simple because eating healthy is not that hard. Stop eating sugar. Stop eating fried food. Stop eating food cooked in seed oils, canola oil. Eat food that's made with ghee, which is clarified butter. I'm not a big fan of avocado oil either. But no one talks about mustard oil. You know the
Mustard
benefits mustard oil has? Oh my God. It's crazy. And food tastes so much better with mustard oil. You've tasted.
Yeah, but honestly, before you told me about it, I didn't really ever do that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I knew that vegetable oils and canola oils weren't good, but I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah. So you got three. I mean, at least from my perspective, 3 oils that I really vouch for.
Okay, what are they?
Number 1 is ghee, clarified butter.
Okay.
You want to cook anything, cook it in ghee. Number 2 is mustard oil.
Okay.
Number 3 is coconut oil.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I would go on a
What about olive oil? Where does that fit in?
olive oil, to be honest, is a good dressing. Is a dressing oil. It's not meant for cooking. But you go online, a lot of people will justify olive oil. It smokes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. They don't even know what degree it smokes at. Some people say 350, some people say 400. Then they got all these versions of olive oil.
Yeah, got it.
Mustard oil doesn't have versions. Coconut oil doesn't have different versions. You don't have cold pressed coconut oil, you know.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
In a coconut, oil is naturally occurring. You dry the coconut and you extract the oil from it.
Yeah. Okay.
You dry the mustard, you extract the oil from it.
Yeah, that makes, yeah.
And ghee is nothing but butter, your unsalted butter. You heat it up, turns into ghee.
Yeah. So it seems like a lot of what you're talking about is, you know, going back to some of the basics, you know, the food that's available that maybe people have gotten away from.
My coach, Latif sir, he always told me one thing, son, in the world out here, natural world, the jungle, whatever, you know, food is either sweet, sour, or bitter. It's never salty.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Raw. Raw stuff. And he advocated that he and I, when he was coaching me, powerlifting, he was my coach. Boxing, he was my coach. Well, of course, I had other coaches when I was professionally boxing, but, you know, he was one of my main coaches that got me into boxing, but mainly powerlifting and strongman training. He was an advocate. He always believed in Arthur Jones's principles of high intensity training that no one talks about. And Arthur Jones created the Nautilus.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Nautilus machines were created by Arthur Jones. Casey Vieder, Mike Menzer, Darian Yates were followers of Arthur Jones.
Okay.
Although Darian Yates was the disciple of Mike Menzer, I would say. But
Okay.
Mike Menzer got cheated by Arnold because Arnold knew people in the bodybuilding industry, and he cheated his way through getting the 7th bodybuilding title, which, I mean, there's a whole different story about that I can talk about. But my coach was very close to these guys back in those days
So
in
he
California.
knew the real
stuff, so
story.
he knew.
Yeah.
He was there. He was right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he was very close with Arthur Jones, Mike Menzer, all these people. And, you know, so anyway, I want to get into that. But what I want to basically say about fitness and food is eat as much raw food as you can.
Okay. So you talking what? Raw vegetables or?
You tell me. You know me well. Friday. Today's a Friday. It's my beer day. What do people usually eat with beer or alcohol?
Well, I mean, you know, just even tonight, taking a walk.
Forget about me.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Let's
Just
talk about
taking a
people.
walk this afternoon. It's Friday. Lots of people just out, sitting on the patio drinking their beers. And honestly, I saw almost every single 9 out of 10 people had fried food. And
when you go to restaurants, what do they serve?
Well, they serve usually bread and butter and,
Fried food. You tell me, you know me well. Every time I go to a bar, what do I tell them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you must be known as the tomato man by now because, sliced tomatoes.
With salt and pepper.
With salt and pepper. And usually the bartender looks at you like, what the heck? And so much so that I think people are starting to, really get, they're like, that seems like it must be working for this guy because, it's because you sometimes order a second round and they start to smile,
Yeah. And every bar we went on a Friday,
Yeah.
I've always ordered my tomatoes, raw tomatoes, with my beer. Not fried chicken, not French fries, not tater tots, none of that. You gotta watch what you guys eat, man.
Yeah.
Raw tomatoes with my beer.
So you're basically kind of doing what I think looks like everything in moderation because you're enjoying a beer, but instead of going beer plus all this fried stuff, you're like, beer, you're fine, but then let me have some tomatoes.
That's it.
And it's kind of like you satisfy the munchies.
I mean, I'd prefer peanuts, but since they don't do peanuts in Texas...
I don't know where they do peanuts anymore.
They do peanuts in New Jersey.
Okay.
They do peanuts in New York. Ooh, I don't know what Texas got against peanuts. And when I went to Bar Louie, you know what they told me? People are allergic to peanuts. If you're allergic to peanuts, don't eat peanuts. Don't deprive me of peanuts, man. That's weird. Seriously.
Well, tell that to the guy with the peanut allergy, but I get you. So,
bro, it's peanuts. They're not mixing it in shit,
All right, so other than tomatoes, what else? What are some other options? Let's say a person really doesn't like tomatoes. There's got to be some other options.
Well, what is my snack? If I want a snack, I eat tomatoes. I eat cucumbers.
I was going to say, what about that?
And what else? I do peppers. I cut up the peppers, scoop it up in Philadelphia cream cheese, eat it. I pepper it, though.
Yeah.
Because I need my spices.
Yeah. And I also think, one of the things that I know people who just kind of don't layer on extra stuff. So salad dressing is a great example. Put some yogurt on instead of the ranch dressing that you might want. I mean, do you do that too?
I do.
Well, I just want
Because all my salads, here's the secret for my salad. Now here comes the olive oil.
Okay, yeah.
To dress the salad. Because oil is a good source.
Yeah.
For my joints, right? I put turmeric in everything I eat.
Yes.
Right? But not on the salad, of
Yeah,
course.
no.
Anyway, we're talking about salad. Let me not digress. So I put olive oil, salt, pepper, and chaat masala with yogurt. And it tastes like bomb. It's lit. And you've tasted that.
Yeah, I have. It's good. It's really good.
You just went totally nuts.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I mean, it definitely beats your boring, run-of-the-mill type salad.
I'm
with
not going to put
tons
all
of,
that dressing with
tons of dressing
all those
on top.
chemicals on top of it and put that in my body.
Yeah.
Hell no. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Same thing with moisturizers. I don't put moisturizing lotion. Oh my God, moisturizing lotion. All the sulfates, cancerous chemicals that you're putting in your skin. I use petroleum jelly.
And it has the same effect?
Totally.
Yeah.
Better than effect. Petroleum jelly lasts longer. Here's what these moisturizing companies do.
What is that?
They get you to moisturize, and it dries out in 10 minutes. Dries out, totally dry. Your skin's fucking dry.
So then you got to keep doing it.
You got to keep doing it and keep buying more moisturizer, making more money for these moisturizing companies. But the best moisturizer is ghee again. Take some ghee.
Wait.
Or coconut oil. Coconut oil is the best.
Yeah.
Ghee or coconut oil or petroleum jelly. Wipe it that shit's gonna be there for a long time. Well, of course, yes, you're gonna smell like a coconut, or you're gonna smell like clarified butter.
Yeah.
But it's, then use petroleum jelly. The whole thing is good for you. You can use ghee even on in your hair.
Yeah.
You know, you can eat a tablespoon of ghee. It's good for you. It's gonna clear up your arteries. It's not gonna clog it up.
So what if someone's listening and they're like, okay, you know, you're giving me some tips, but like, aren't those like little mini fads? I mean, don't you really, I mean, because you might be able to do ghee, for example, but what about like making choices across the board? I mean, how do you make sure you're making a lot of little small choices to add up to a big picture impact?
I don't eat carbs. That's one. But I don't starve. I'm always, I make sure that if I get hungry, I snack on nuts, cucumbers, tomatoes, or something healthy.
Yeah.
Because when you starve, remember this, it's not even a human tendency, right? It's an animal instinct. If you're starving, even a raw tomato is hydrating.
Yeah.
Like today, I was starving. I had the tuna, which was good. The only problem is that my body metabolizes real quick. It's done. Like I'm hungry in about 2 hours again. We went to this bar because it's a Friday. I needed to get my beer, and I had my first bite of tomato. It was so hydrating, so delicious, so juicy. I was like, "Oh man, this tastes so good." Now, if you're eating a lot of this junk food, fried food, toxic food, food cooked in these crazy oils, food cooked in chemicals, McDonald's, Burger King, all that shit. Buffalo Wild Wings, it's made in animal lard.
Yeah.
Right? Pig fat. That's what it's made in. Tastes great, but it's pig fat. Now what happens is you're not hungry, so you're not gonna eat tomatoes. What is your body craving? Fries.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings, McDonald's. I want to eat trash.
Yeah.
I eat trash. I look like trash, and my body
Feels like trash.
feels like trash. Exactly.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I mean, it seems like what you're... Go ahead.
For folks who love it,
I mean...
man, that's not... You guys are not my problem. For the folks who love it, don't watch this podcast. Get out of here.
But for the folks who really are trying, like I think what you're trying to do, at least what I'm taking away from all this, is just there are some small choices that you can make. Just make them consistently. Don't bet on one thing only, because it's not going to be that one silver bullet. There's no one silver bullet, even though all these health fads and things you can buy.
Don't pay for food. Don't pay for nutrition.
Right.
Just find somebody who can share the knowledge or use your own common sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
But I also think you're also not saying, you know, it's not important to exercise, because I think what you would say is, like, by eating well and doing all these small choices and doing your workout smartly, that's a perfect combination. Because
I mean, you don't really have to work out like me.
Yeah.
Or you. Right? Like you cycle, you go to Orange Theory. Working out doesn't mean you look jacked. Working out is for you to be healthy.
Yeah. It also is good for the mental state, you know?
Exactly. You know? So if you don't want to work out, you just want to take a walk, go take a walk.
Yeah, walks is probably one of the best exercises.
Eat right. All right? I don't give a shit what you guys eat. I know what I'm going to eat. I know what my loved ones are going to eat. I'm going to advocate for them. This podcast is more educational for you guys. Is just to motivate you. I just want to spread the word. And I want to tell you guys, like, this is how you can change your health. If not, go spend millions in the hospital. I don't care. It's not my money.
Yeah.
You guys are not related to me. I'll be honest with you guys. But if you need my help, I'm always there to help you guys out.
Well, thanks a lot for sharing your tips and tricks.
Yep.
And inspirations.
On that note, I gotta finish my beer.
Happy Friday.